Good morning, students. Today we are going to take part B of chapter 4, that is hierarchy of plan. Now here you get questions both for 1 marks as well as 6 marks. You have to identify, quote the line and specify which type of plan it is. As you could see in the pyramid, right from the top to bottom, since we say that planning is pervasive, at every level planning is done. And the name of the plan changes according to the level. Changes according to the level. Here, the entire list of plan is bifurcated into two as per your syllabus. Later on, it has many other bifurcations also. Standing plan and single-use plan. First, we'll understand this major difference. Standing plan and single-use plan, and then we'll come one by one to all the internal items of this pyramid. While discussing, you will see that there is star mark on some of them. The ones with star mark, they are not in your syllabus, and strategy, which is with red. At the time of dealing that, I'll discuss that it has an overlapping effect of standing and single use. So first we come down to the differentiation in between standing plan and single use plan. As the name suggests, standing means does not change often. It is for long term, and single use and throw. It's like tissue paper. The moment your job is over for that particular activity, you change your plan. You come to the new plan. If we see a brief way of differentiating in between the two, all the plans which are used for organizational goal for one time, it is single use. For example, building a headquarter, installing a new accounting system, or the projects. And when we say standing plan, they are ongoing plans that are used to provide guidance for tasks performed repeatedly within an organization. For example, when we talk of policy, sexual harassment policy is there, then rule like no smoking, then procedure, how to deal with employees' grievances, and others. Now we'll come to hierarchy in detail with the comparative assessment that mission, objective, goals, strategy, what you see, they are usually top level. From policy onwards, there is a overlapping with middle level, and rule onwards, it comes down to low level management activity. So all the levels of management, they are involved in planning, and the name of plan changes according to the level. Even though there is no watertight compartmentation, but we say strategy, policy, we go for shifting from top to middle. Now, if we see mission, vision, normally we say every organization should have a vision for its mission, and we associate it with the value that the company is going to carry in its lifetime. Now, this mission is not in your syllabus, but it is a lifetime identification for a company. Then objective. The moment we say objective, as you could see all your arrows moving toward that centralized point, it is the end result where the organization wants to go over long term. Now, for example, if we have to define, objective is said to be the desired future position that the management would like to reach, and it could be both qualitative as well as quantitative. For example, when I say earning a reasonable rate of 20% as return on investment, ROI, what we say. The more you're earning, the more your percentage accordingly will go. Similarly, if I say I want to be #1 steel producer in India, if X is producing 40,000 tons and you are producing 41,000, you are #1. Goal is not in your syllabus. So objective and goal can go for overlapping at your level. Next is strategy. As you could see, the chess board where the wicket is down for one with the wisdom of other. We use the concept of army over here, and that is why to anchor a concept we say strategy is Rananiti for a organization. Your long-term comprehensive integrated plans to counteract the impact of your competitors is strategy. And I said it is with red mark at the time of showing you pyramid because it is both standing as well as single use. The moment we say, I feel that my strategy is being disclosed to others, I'll change it. It is confidential in nature. It's comprehensive but confidential at the same point. Now, if we say definition point of view, it is providing broad contours to an organization, business, or we can say it also refers to future decision defining the organization's direction and scope in long run. Now, the strategy example could be adopting price penetration in order to move to the maximum people in the market. Price penetration and price skimming are two options of fixing the price for a product. Price penetration means to capture the market, we lower down the price and we launch the product. It is taken up in case of day-to-day necessity items. Come down to policy. As you could see that every nation adopts an attitude and mode of action towards other states which suits its peculiar circumstances and interest. So, the policy are the general statements that guides thinking or channelizes towards a particular direction. So there is a certain degree of flexibility. There is a certain degree of flexibility, and this is given in order to safeguard the manager's decision. For example, a company's promotion policy may be minimum 3 years and maximum 5 years. With simple reason, first year is more of an adoption ceremony for the company as well as the candidate. Second year he becomes normal, and it is only at the third year end that we can think of full-fledged evaluation of an employee at the earliest. Some who are average might take 1 more year, below average but sincere may take 1 more year. So we say the upper saturation point is 5 years. Beyond that, if you are not giving, that means somewhere you are going for exploitation. So till the decision of promoting an employee is within 3 to 5 years, nobody is going to object. But if it is before 3 years or it is beyond 5 years, It calls for an explanation by the authorities. Next, we come down to procedure. What you see is more of a chronological sequencing of the activities or the events in order to continue with a particular task. Right? For example, procedure for taking out your caution money from the school after passing out 12th. There is a specified step of getting no due clearance, then going to the office, then to the class teacher for the character part, and then finally submitting the application to the office, and after 2 to 3 days your check would be going into your account. If we say definition part, it is routine steps on how to carry out activities. And other example we can take apart from what I had taken earlier is when you have to review and refine a particular thing, what you do is you first define, then you design, then you decide, and then you deliver your product. The 4 Ds that we move out with. Next is method. Now, what we had taken up in scientific management also, that method is individual specific. That individual might be a person, might be an institution, might be a system. There in chapter 2, we had taken the example of inventory. How you are maintaining your inventory on LIFO, FIFO, HIFO, that could be one example. Teaching method also. If we see in the grid, teacher-centered, student-centered, and then high-tech, low-tech, how you are working out with it. Seeing your resources availability, the quality of the teacher as well as the student, you have to decide which method you want to take up. So we can say method provides a prescribed way or manner in which the task has to be performed considering the objective. It deals with the task comprising one step of a procedure and specifies how this step is to be performed. This method may vary from task to task. Okay? So normally they ask you the difference in between procedure and method. Method is one work table of the procedure. For example, when you are going for no due clearance from library, your library teacher might have his or her own way of giving you clearance. Maybe he'll call one section one time, or he'll go for first come first serve, irrespective of which section you are. So whatever he is doing, depending upon where he is comfortable and how he has to work, because his register has to be safe. Then is training method to be adopted at different levels. Then there are various teaching methods adopted by the teachers, and it varies from class to class, from subject to subject also. The rule, very commonly used in our day-to-day life. Do's and don'ts, isn't it? So, here we say rules are specific statements that tell us what is to be done and what is not to be done. Remember, policies are general statement, rules are specific statement. When they ask for difference in between rule and policy. And example part, we can say no smoking in office premises, or take out your footwears before entering operation theatre. It is always associated with punishment or penalty if you are violating the rule. Next comes program. Now we are starting with single use, that is use and throw, where 3 integrated things we have to see. time, cost and scope. Now, programs are detailed statements about a project which outlines the objectives, policies, procedures, rules, human and physical resources required, and the budget to be implemented in any course of action. For example, we say annual program or function, training program, then budget. As you could see, all figure, figure, figure. Figure never means only financial terms. Now, a budget is a statement of expected results expressed in numerical terms. Numerical is there, but not necessary in financial terms. It is a plan which quantifies future facts and figures. Facts and figures. For example, when I say sales budget, maybe I am focusing more on the number of units that I roll down in in a market. Or when I say production budget, what is my output, seeing my production capacity that I am giving as an output. So not necessary that budget is always in financial terms, but yes, it has to be in quantitative terms. It has to be in quantitative terms. This is also single use. Now, seeing all type of plans, what we have done, I would like to take up a case study which usually comes for 6 marks, where the entire story is being given and you have to identify what are the different types of plan. Now see to this. Rajeshri, who is a postgraduate in food processing technology from Pant University, initially worked with Narula groups for getting experience. This most of our business class students, they do. They first work under some organization to gain experience. Then they start their own venture. So after 5 years of experience, she left the job and started her own company for manufacturing sauce and pickles. While working on her plan, she decided to have 15% return on investment. See, 15% return on investment, right? You have to identify these things. She, along with her team members, decided to have raw materials from villages on 3-month credit basis. How you are getting? On 3-month credit basis. Her college friend joined her as production manager and chalked out the details for production as well as marketing. Chalked out means putting things step by step. Then further, he gave details of man-hour requirement quarterly for specified turnover. Man-hour requirement. Okay? In terms of hour, we are making payment to the worker, so that calculation is to be done. In order to maintain proper work culture, they decided dress code of conduct. So dress code as well as biometric attendance. The company announced that any leave without prior permission will be treated as leave without pay. If it is an emergency, you are giving prior intimation, casual leave, what we say is CL, or maybe medical as per the requirement. But if there is no intimation, it is straight away leave without pay. Quoting lines from the above paragraph, identify and explain different types of plan. identify and explain different types of plan. Now, how you have to put your answer. Presentation part is equally important. One side the type of plan, second side the sentence. And then explanation, if they are asking, explanation within it. After identifying the line, you will give explanation with the change in the paragraph. Right? I'm only identifying the lines. Explanation part we have already done, so I have not gone for repetition. Objective में 15% as return on investment. Policy, raw material from villages for 3 months credit on 3-month credit basis. Procedure, chalking out details for production as well as marketing. Budget, man-hour requirement quarterly for specified turnover. Rule, where suppose 2 to 3 things are given for the same type of plan, you'll put it 1, 2, 3. Dress code as well as biometric attendance. And then second, the company announced that any leave without prior permission will be treated as leave without pay. This is how you have to take up case studies. Now, apart from that, in your CBSE, they do ask about differences in between different types of plan. For example, some of the common ones are difference between method and procedure, policy and rule, objectives and policy, and so on. And it is usually for 3 marks. Now, it's not an end, but the first step towards learning where you are taking case study. Thank you for your cooperation and my gratitude towards the students who inspired me to move towards this system of teaching. Looking forward for your suggestions to improve further. Thank you.